Secrets of Millville. The once tranquil town of Millville was nestled deep within a lush valley, surrounded by towering hills and dense forests. Its streets were lined with charming cottages, and the people were known for their warm smiles and close-knit community. But that idyllic life was about to unravel. It began with whispers, a neighbor acting strangely, a friend growing distant. At first, folks brushed it off as stress or fatigue, but then, like ripples in a still pond, the madness spread. The townsfolk began to display erratic behavior marked by fits of rage and incoherent ramblings. Fear gripped the town as the bizarre occurrences multiplied. Dr. Sarah Evans, a dedicated physician at Millville's small clinic, was one of the first to notice the alarming changes. Patients streamed in with symptoms that defied diagnosis. Their eyes, once warm and familiar, now held a vacant, distant gaze. As the days passed, more patients arrived, all exhibiting the same eerie symptoms. Sarah's efforts to treat them proved futile. Medications did nothing to alleviate their suffering, and their conditions rapidly deteriorated. She watched helplessly as friends and neighbors descended into madness, their personalities consumed by a malevolent force. Desperation led Sarah to consult medical journals, but she found no precedent for this enigmatic ailment. She reached out to colleagues in nearby towns seeking answers, but they were as baffled as she was. Millville had become a medical enigma, and Sarah was at the epicenter of a growing storm. Then came the nightmarish reports: violent outbursts, unprovoked attacks, and gruesome incidents of self-harm. Panic coursed through the town, and parents kept their children locked indoors. The once trusting community became a place of suspicion and dread. Sarah couldn't stand by as her town crumbled into chaos. Determined to unravel this medical mystery, she delved into research that ventured beyond the conventional. She studied folklore, local legends, and ancient texts, desperate for any clue that might lead to a solution. One evening, as she pored over a dusty tome in her dimly lit study, Sarah came across a passage that sent shivers down her spine. It spoke of a curse that had plagued the town centuries ago, an affliction that turned its victims into mindless, violent creatures. The curse had been quelled by a powerful ritual, but its memory had faded with time. Could this curse be the source of Millville's suffering? Sarah's heart raced as she read on, searching for details of the long-forgotten ritual that had once saved the town. She learned of an ancient artifact, the Heartstone, said to hold the power to break the curse. With newfound hope, Sarah shared her findings with the town's remaining leaders, who were desperate for a solution. They formed a small, determined group to locate the Heartstone and perform the ritual. It was a risky endeavor, fraught with danger, but it was their only chance to save Millville. The group embarked on a treacherous journey into the surrounding hills, guided by fragments of folklore and clues from the ancient text. The search led them deep into the heart of the forest, where they discovered a hidden cave, its entrance guarded by centuries-old markings. Inside the cave, they found the Heartstone, an iridescent gem pulsating with a soft, ethereal light. It seemed to hum with a power that both intrigued and frightened them. With trembling hands, they carried it back to town, ready to perform the ritual that could end their suffering. That night, under a canopy of stars, the townsfolk gathered in the town square. The Heartstone was placed at the center, and Sarah, armed with the knowledge from her research, led the ritual. The words were ancient and strange, their meanings long forgotten, but as the townspeople chanted, a profound energy filled the air. As the ritual reached its crescendo, the Heartstone's light intensified, casting a brilliant glow that banished the darkness that had taken root in Millville. The afflicted townsfolk began to stir, their vacant gazes clearing. It was as if a veil had been lifted from their minds, and they returned to their senses. Tears of relief and joy flowed freely as families were reunited and friends embraced one another. The curse had been broken, and Millville was free from the grip of madness. In the days that followed, life in Millville slowly returned to normal. The memory of the dark days lingered, but it served as a reminder of the strength and resilience of the community. Sarah continued her work as the town's physician, now hailed as a hero. As time passed, the story of Millville's miraculous recovery became a local legend, a testament to the power of unity and determination in the face of the unknown. The Heartstone, once a symbol of fear, was now a symbol of hope, its light a beacon of protection for generations to come.